So yeah.
We have to, right?
I am all I am
You
all
have to
about
start strong.
that Elden Ringussy, Stop.
Elden Rusty.
Anyway, go ahead,
Ooh.
Leaf.
Okay, Austin, are you here?
Yeah.
All right. Welcome to session 3 of this game. Last time, the village of Goldhearth was attacked by the war tribe of the orcs. A massive battle was had in front of the Goldhearth Center in the commerce area of the village, with the party coming out victorious, losing one militia member who got absolutely fucking blasted by an arrow. Very tragic. Diana flew off and pursued orcs that were running to the south. After the battle in front of the center was cleared up, the mayor Bruthar came down the steps to observe the situation and figure out what to do next. Looking over, you all saw as more orcs were congregating in front of the broken down gate. And you also heard familiar screams coming from the east. Deciding to head east to once again help Miss Sylvia, Bruthar stayed behind and walked to face the entire wave of orcs by himself. Sebastian, you got to Sylvia first, looking through the window to discover that she was being apprehended by a hobgoblin, and while her daughter was being taken by 2 orcs. You loosed an arrow at one of them, which did some damage, but ultimately sped up the process. The rest of the party arrived and went into the shrine and engaged the orc and the hobgoblin. Sebastian ran around to the back to try and save the girl. A battle ensued inside the shrine, in which you discovered that the hobgoblin wasn't quite on the orc side. He was being forced to do what he was doing. With a few good persuasion rolls and some choices in combat, the hobgoblin was convinced to lay down his arms and surrender. Sebastian made his way around and attempted to stop the orc from sending the little girl with 2 goblins on a Luderoth, but unfortunately was not able to one-shot the steed, and it ran through a hole in the wall. He gave chase, however, was able to catch up once, but could not do anything substantial, and eventually lost them. After the orc was dispatched in the main shrine, Sylvia and Urian ran out into the garden to see what was going on, discovering a couple trails and a trail of blood leading out of the hole in the wall. Sylvia broke down in tears over the realization that her daughter had been taken, and inside, Alex, Silas, and Callum have begun to question the hobgoblin. We pick up with Sebastian coming back from the marsh, and Alex pointing her short sword in the face of the hobgoblin. Sebastian, you walk through the hole in the wall, and you see Sylvia on her knees in the garden, sobbing into her hands. You see Urian standing there, kind of just looking around. What do you guys do?
I say again. Talk.
Find something nearby to sit down on before I collapse from blood loss and, yeah.
On
Uh,
that
he,
on that note, Alex does look pretty shaky as well. Like there's like blood splattering on her and everything, but she is like still trying to put on the toughest facade possible.
the only places to sit down are kind of the wooden kind of pews, the big seats. There are four of them.
Anything that's near enough to still hear what is said?
Yeah, the hobgoblin and Alex right now are like 10 feet away from one of them. It was
Yeah.
it was the one that Gorfang got his blood splattered on. But Alex, you look down and you point at the hobgoblin. He's still sitting up, down in his own blood, looking up at you. He kind of just looks up, and he just kind of looks at you like nothing. Um, Jurgen.
As Sebastian walks up to Sylvia and I. Any idea where they went?
Sebastian just somberly points off into one direction. He saw them running. I don't know where. Just that way. I wasn't fast enough. I'm sorry.
Not much to do about it. Sylvia, I understand you're grieving, or in dismay. But do you have any idea why they would be so interested in your daughter?
She wipes her eyes. No, she's just a little girl. I, I, she doesn't seem to be able to make complete sentences right now. She kind of like wipes some snot on her sleeve. We're just holy people. We help people. We perform miracles. I don't know why they would target us.
Well, isn't this hobgoblin the one that was targeting you?
I'll say to the hobgoblin again, it's like your actions caused this. Okay? We need some answers here now. And I'll put the sword ever so slightly to him.
He kind of pulls back a little bit. I know. But I had no choice. I had to do this.
Then then prove you regret it by telling us what you were doing.
Alright, just please lower your blade.
Is he holding on to his greatsword?
No, he's holding on to the wound that Gorfang left, like on his like entire like right side.
I dip around to the side and slide his sword away from him, and only when it is out of his reach will I put stow my blade. Given how long it took for you to change your mind on attacking us, a little caution is warranted.
That's fine. I understand. If you will allow me. He goes over and he reaches for the brown sack that he was going for earlier, but you interrupted him in doing so. And he pulls it off and pulls out a string. And you can see a familiar white and purple solution on the cloth. And as he begins to dip his fingers in and try and apply it, he says, I don't know too much, but start asking questions. That's the best way. I can tell you what I know.
What were you hired to do?
Hired. Uh,
Okay, forced
Well.
to do.
well, I in particular was told to aid in the capture of the little Hukrell girl, the one who has received blessings from the god of nature, to aid in her capture at any cost, or else I would be killed, and my husband as well. He
The
dips his fingers in again.
the gods? They've been absent for years. Why are they? Shakes her head and just okay. Locations. Can you give us any directions?
Are we in the room?
Unless
Pardon.
I would assume that unless you guys walked back in, you're still out there.
I would
But-
be motioning to go back in, but this is nothing to really be doing out there. But
Okay.
if you want us to come in at a certain point, that's won't be sure.
At this point,
I basically just need to know whether I heard that exact line about the blessing from the goddess of nature.
make a perception check.
Dice.
God of nature.
Oh, it's dice
God.
time.
19.
19.
Damn.
You first sure heard it. Actually, Urian, you have heard everything that's been said.
That
Damn, he got good ears.
But Sebastian, when you walk in, you hear the question that was just asked.
Excuse me.
He reapplies. The orcs have taken control of my home. It is. He kind of looks from here east. It's ruins that have dipped underground.
Is that the direction the goblins ran with the girl? East?
They were going. Yeah, they were going. Oh God. East and a little bit like south, but they were trying to. They were also trying to get away.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I'll ask him. Is there anything that you've overheard or know about, like, their intentions? Have they directed any groups, like, elsewhere besides this village? Any ideas on what they're going to do next?
He begins to tie the satchel back and still not looking at you. The orcs, as far as I can tell, they desire conquest. They're strong, and they believe that entitles them to privilege and control. They take what they want, and they force those beneath them into submission.
I'll smirk at that, and I'd be like, I am very ready to prove them wrong then. But how desperate are you? How desperate are you to save your family?
I almost died fighting you. And it was in an attempt to keep him safe. So I would say I am extremely desperate.
Well, then consider this an opportunity, because we will get your family back. But in exchange, you will be assisting us.
You honestly think you can combat an entire army of them.
You underestimate me.
Your arrogance is appalling.
Oh, I only got to show a fraction what I'm capable of in this attack.
Can we wrap this up? There's kind of a girl that's been taken. Like I don't know if you all like understand that. There's also probably still orcs, by the way. You know, on the other side of town.
And
we
you-
did kind of leave the mayor with like 16 of them.
And
You know,
and you want to leave now?
it's better than sitting here talking to someone that's barely giving an answer.
We got what we need from him.
Then let's
Silas
go.
will
Let's go.
walk over, having like wrapped his bleeding clavicle and everything. He'll kind of kneel down to the hobgoblin and just say, "Where do you know where did they take her east to your home, or was there somewhere else? Did they give you instructions on where to go after all this?"
I was told that if I survived, I was to return to my home in the east.
Then I guess that's where we're headed.
And do you think that's where they have your husband as well?
Yes. My home is very large. The ruins stretch deep underground. They have come in and they have taken control over all of it.
How far travel?
From a mile, perhaps.
Not far.
Pretty close. Well, we may not be much of an army, but we're small. A small task force can get in quickly, get in from a side avenue and strike, maybe cut the head off the snake. We can
And
do more
do you
damage than you
really
would be ready
think
for.
that- And do you really think that we're in the position to be able to do that right now?
Oh, definitely.
Oh, speaking of which, Sebastian.
No.
Speaking, by the way, Sebastian, we'll explain the voice thing in a moment.
Whatever. I don't care. Just hurry it up. Come on. Hurry up.
Sebastian, you wish to go now.
Yes, I don't want to be here.
Do you see the condition that we're all in?
Take a nap. I don't care. Just let's do something, please.
Miss Sylvia, are you over there?
She's come in and is kind of like sitting
Do
on the
you-
wall.
You perform miracles. Would one of those happen to be putting me back together?
She kind of just shakes her head. It's my daughter that performs them. Only she has heard their voice.
And,
Yes, I
and
guess.
about that, before I forget, what voice would that be?
The voice of Ririan.
Of course. Has your daughter ever mentioned strange dreams?
Yes, she
Is there-
sees images of things that symbolize events to come or warnings.
Sebastian, before you get all antsy about wanting to go out, know that I probably have more of a vested interest in rescuing this girl than anyone.
What, you believe this miracle nonsense?
I don't believe in it, I live it. Defined my life.
The only miracles I know are ones that that have to be earned.
I don't give a shit about a miracle. There's a child that's been taken by goblins. I don't think we need any other reason.
You're
We
not
would need a
wrong,
miracle
but
to even
we
make
would
it there.
We would need at least a night to rest.
Okay,
I'm
if we-
capped on my abilities. I believe Alex is the same.
If
It
we
is
go
at
there
this
now,
go
we're
and we'll die.
little more than fodder at this point. I want to go too, but we can't just throw ourselves at them. Need to be
You
a little
hear-
smarter.
You all hear from below you. The hobgoblin speaks up. It would be for the best if you all rested, myself included. He kind of at this point he's kind of like grabbed his greatsword and is using it to kind of help get himself up.
Yeah, sorry about what he did, by the way. Are you gonna make it?
He looks at you. different? I don't.
Specifically, what's different about him is, other than the glow being a different color, like a light blue instead of like a deep red, and he's not like exuding heat anymore. He's got this very slight breeze coming from around him. Like his hair's just blowing up a little bit. It's like being like a passive thing. It's a lot, but you're safe now. Is I think what I'm trying to get at. But we, at the very least, I think we should go see what's going on with the mayor.
I agree to that.
You, Hobgoblin, just so we can be sure, what are the odds that something unfortunate would happen before we can have a night's rest?
Since the girl got away, very low. I hope.
Yeah, Sebastian, will you be happy now?
Yeah, sure, whatever. And he's going to step outside. While this
Okay.
talking is happening.
Wait, come back.
He's going. He's gone.
Let him walk.
I think anyone's happy about it, but what choice do you have?
Trust me, I would very much like to go charging off as soon as possible. But one of the most important things my teachers taught me is to know when to strike. Now is not the time.
Sylvia at this point will walk
Fine.
over. Sylvia at this point, uh, hold on. Sylvia walks forward. Well, thank you all for trying. I will stay here and pray for your success and whatever you plan to do next.
We'll get her back. That's a promise.
No doubt about it. The attack has to be on our terms. We'll think of something.
Okay. And she will turn and walk towards another wooden door in the back on the other side. And as she does, you all will see the door suddenly open. And walking out is a familiar purple-haired half-elf woman with a white vest on, wearing a maroon top, button-up top that is buttoned open a little bit, exposing some cleavage, and some maroon slacks with nice black dress shoes. And she comes out holding the back of her neck, and she says, "Oh, what the fuck happened? There was a noise, and then suddenly my vision went white."
Orc attack.
What?
You can check outside if you don't believe me. Kind of helped stop it, by the way. You're welcome, but you know.
What? What in the... She takes a couple steps forward and then sees the body on the ground. Oh. Oh,
Not the
shit.
most observant, are we?
I'm a bartender, man. Like, what?
Speaking of that, I'm gonna go check that out. And he'll start hobbling over towards the way they came in.
Oh, I guess I should go too. Miss Sylvia, the woman, she's okay. Whatever your daughter did helped. So tell her I said thank you. Sylvia breaks eye contact and just walks through the door.
Tell her yourself tomorrow.
Okay. And she starts to make her way towards the temple door. But on the way out, she kicks the body of the orc.
Dark.
I'll point to the hobgoblin. By the way, what's your name?
Troy Carr.
What was that again? Sorry.
Toy car?
Troy.
Troy Carr.
Troy.
Hot
Troy Carr.
Wheels.
It is
Tr-
T R
TRO.
O I K A R.
Hot Wheels the Hobgoblin.
Troy Carr.
Yep.
I
So,
take, and I take it you will be fine to lead us to your home tomorrow, or night.
he's
What?
starts using he's using this greatsword as a kind of like a walker. Looks behind you. Looks behind at you. I guess I have no choice. And begins walking. Continues to walk. Uh,
Has everybody left already?
I'm assuming so.
I have left.
Yeah.
Alex will start to walk, and as
Teabag
she's
New York.
as she's walking out, she fucking like everything hits her at once, and she just like takes a knee, and just goes fuck.
I'm gonna go find Sebastian.
All right.
Rose.
Mm. All right. So, walking through the slightly paved road back towards the Gold Hearth Center, you are you guys running or are you walking?
If it
Walking,
appears like
walking.
there's
Like,
still,
fucking can't run right now.
Yeah,
if it
walking.
looks like there's still battle going on, I'm running.
You don't hear battle right now. You're a little bit far from the center. But what you do hear is you see a couple militia members pointing at some people and saying, "Hey, stay in your homes. Stay under shelter."
Like directed at us.
No, directed at
Just-
people.
Okay.
Like there's like a merchant tucked. He kind of like lifts up the tarp on his stall, and he kind of like pokes his head out and looks around, and the soldier's like, no. And like some other people kind of like walk out from behind a building, and they're shooed back, just until we confirm that there's no more invaders. But continuing on, I'm assuming it's only Alex, Silas, and Urian going to the Gold Hearth Center since Callum went to go find Sebastian.
Seems like it.
Think so.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Callum, go ahead and roll a perception check.
Yeah, time to go find the rogue.
All right. While that happens, the three of you continue to walk over.
13.
13. All right. Sebastian, if anything needs to be done, I'll give you a little bit.
Wait, what?
If you want to do anything about what's happening to you, or about what's happening right now.
The song fits this mood.
No, Sebastian's just walking around, looking.
All right. On a 13, you can find him. He's walking around looking for something. In the opposite direction of where the rest of the group went.
I'm just gonna walk up right beside him and just say, I want to find her as much as you do. So, I'm pretty fucking beat up right now, but I'd rather do what's right now.
I could do it. I was just too slow. That's all it was. I could have stopped it, and I didn't.
Yes. I'm going to kind of just put a hand on your shoulder and just go, we'll get her tomorrow. We'll get her as soon as we can. But,
And if we don't,
then it'll
It's my
all be
fault.
on us. It won't be your fault.
Sounds ominous. I think it'll kind of fit.
Like right now, Sebastian's like a nervous wreck. Like his leg is bouncing,
Hmm.
sweating, looks clammy.
What the hell is go? What the hell is this?
Drama? FF8?
You put this music on as he lists how he's
Yeah.
nervous and clammy, and I'm about, is he about to
Yeah.
fucking transform? What the fuck?
Suddenly Latin.
And suddenly now he's a dragon.
I have a.
Also good.
I think that
Yo?
she'll be fine. I don't-
Yo, hang on, is this what I think it is?
FF7.
Okay, yeah.
The boy of the goat.
Callum's gonna say. Look, I think she'll be fine. I think we'll get there in time. Just to reassure you, it's not your fault, and she'll be okay.
I sure hope so.
Just gonna keep walking with you.
Slowly make my way back to the bar.
Right in the backstory.
All right. If nothing else needs to be said, we will continue on to when everybody arrives at the Goldhearth Center. Alex, Silas, Urian, and Troikar will arrive there first. And you all will see Bruthar, sword somewhere else, and a couple arrows in his back, one in his chest, and slash marks and gashes all across the front of his body and on his back. Dragging 2 orc bodies, one in each hand, just single-handedly dragging and walking them towards a bigger pile. In like the grass, like 15 feet away from the Goldhearth Center. You also see a couple other militia members. You see a human halfling, female human, and another female human doing the same, with taking significantly more effort to accomplish what Bruthar is doing. You guys look, and you also see a little bit closer to the center, away from the bodies. You see a white cloth across the ground, and you see the outline of something bumpy underneath it. But looking around, the fire has been put out. The open gate is being manned by 4 other militia members, and they're kind of just keeping an eye out. You look and you see a pile of equipment that was extracted and placed. The battle is over, and it's just clean. It is just cleanup now. What would you all like to do? You all get there, so everyone is here.
Mr. Mayor, I guess that's all of them for now, huh?
He looks.
You certainly know how to clean up over there.
Quite effective.
He finishes dragging the bodies over and kind of just, and they flop towards the bottom of the pile.
Better than many Tassanic warriors I've seen.
He kind of just looks down at you. Experience is a wonderful teacher. Looks at the rest of you.
How bad?
He looks down at you for you to go since you interrupted him.
Oh, I was like, how bad's the damage overall?
1 casualty, and I'll point over to the white cloth in the grass.
Oh, that was our dude.
Yeah, we saw that one happen. Well, I think he was around us.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry we couldn't help him.
Casualties are inevitable in conflict.
And to that end, he'll start looking through the equipment. Are there any longbows that are in good shape in there?
Oh yeah, there's a couple.
You mind if I take one of these? I kinda can't do anything if they're too far away.
He kind of just shakes his head.
Alright. And how many arrows can I scrounge up with it?
Make an investigation check, buddy.
Okay. That's a 21.
Ooh, 21. Alright, go ahead and grab yourself 70 of those bitches.
Yes, sir.
There's like, you find like a couple quivers like buried underneath like broken blades. And then you like look and you find like one that's like really full, and you just like, you pick that one up and then take handfuls from the other two, stuff it in, sling it over.
What's an arrow weigh? 0.1?
Yes. Bruthar, though, will look back down at you, Alex. His lumbering form immense. He is over 7 feet tall, and he's built like a tank, like a real life tank. He is incredibly wide.
She as best she can puts on this confident demeanor and tries to impose that the size does not intimidate her. So the best that she can, with like her looking like she has 5 HP.
Yeah.
More than me.
Some goods and stalls were damaged by the fire. We were able to put the fire out before it spread too far, but it did go a little ways. And he points over, and you guys can see there is another burnt tent. It was another one, not any of the red ones, but it's kind of partially burned and charred. And then you look a little bit more to the right, and you can see a pile of what looks like burnt material and like food that is being collected to be disposed of.
Where'd your Avon friend run off to? Still out there hunting?
Most likely. When she's done, she'll make herself known. At any rate, how fares Miss Sylvia?
They unfortunately ran off with her daughter. Despite our best efforts.
After we are arrested, we will immediately go to try and retrieve her.
Noble of you all.
We have the assistance of someone who was forced against their will to partake in this operation. They have a family that has been captured and are very vested in seeing them freed. As such, he will lead us, he will lead us to where they're keeping both his family and Miss Sylvia's daughter.
Sounds like you all already have a good plan. I'm sorry to hear that little Mia was taken.
We will
I cannot imagine why.
We will get her back. We will. We have to.
I'm going to get her back, or I'm going to die trying.
Just maybe after we patch up a little bit.
Sebastian, when did you get here?
Oh, I thought we came back.
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're out there.
I didn't hear that you arrived. I was so when that happened. I thought you were.
Sebastian, you're so sneaky.
Yeah, Callan and Sebastian just
It's a
came in
job.
through the back.
It's our job.
Fuck.
Yeah, but hopefully our expedition there will be relatively calm, but before we do anything, we obviously need to get a good grasp on what, like, where they're established at.
Indeed. You must also take the time to think this through and consider your options. I appreciate your gusto and the resolve in all of you, but emotions and tension are still high. Do not make decisions, especially important ones such as this, in these circumstances.
I'm pretty sure there's
Well-
not a decision here at all. I mean, it's go save a little girl.
Or let her die.
Yes, that's not a decision.
Rest. Recover yourselves. And tomorrow, I wish to meet with all of you, and we will discuss what needs to happen next. Is that agreeable?
Sounds good to me.
If as long as you have a place for us to stay.
He'll look over at the other segment of the center that kind of goes down into the road a little bit. Speak with Haynes. He should give you the little room we
Haynes?
have left.
And undergarments.
What time? About what time is it during the day right now?
It is almost nighttime.
Okay.
You guys can't see right now, but the sun is about to go over the horizon.
More of a Fruit of the Loom guy myself. Are there any healing potions in this town? Anywhere? Would be a big help.
Any equipment, any equipment that you were able to spare us, in all honesty, would probably be very useful.
He looks at all of you, and he says again, "Rest, and we will speak tomorrow."
Rest.
Okay.
As much as we should go, I mean, we're not saving anyone like this, so I agree.
Indeed.
Why not?
He then turns around, and he sticks his hand out towards, like, a little bit up and to the left, and you guys look, and you actually see in, like, one of the supports of the stall that got attacked by the goblins, there is a half-orc skewered onto that support, and he is stuck on Bruthar's sword. So he's stuck into the wall.
Damn.
Bruthar holds his hand out, and you see the blade start to vibrate a little bit, and then with a sound, the sword shoots out from out of the half-orc and shoots into his hand, and he catches it.
She kind of looks at that impressively. It's like, ooh, quite an
And-
impressive weapon.
And then he points at one of the militia members and begins to lumber his way back into the Goldhearth Center. But as he takes about 5 steps, you all hear. You hear a whoosh, whoosh sound as you look, and Diana she is rocketing towards your location, and her wings whoosh, flare out, and she lands with a 3-point landing with like a hard thud, with her longbow on her back, and Bruthar! And she starts to walk towards him. Yeah.
Can we do the bitching another day?
Diana, I see your hunt went well.
I doubt it. I really do.
Yeah!
I feel like we should walk away from this.
I think we should.
I don't
I
think we're
still
getting
gotta
anywhere,
ask
but
about-
Callum is already
Rutger,
walking out the
we
door.
have to meet with him tomorrow anyway.
I'm sure he put him somewhere safe.
I think we could potentially enlist the aid of Miss Diana, though.
I'm going to go to the bar now.
I feel like if we stay around, we're going to either end up watching them kill each other or have sex. I'm not sure which yet.
I'm excited to see either, to be honest.
That
Either way, we will hear it from anywhere in town.
He's got to be packing, right?
Or he's overcompensating.
Walks away.
Which would
Walks
also be
away.
pretty impressive to see.
I am outside of the door. I'm outside the door. Outside.
Alex is kind of like rolling her eyes hearing this conversation.
The door is open.
Also, I need to very desperately have a conversation with all of you. But rooms first.
Callum, as you walk up, Sarah's kind of like scurries around everybody and walks up. Oh shit, I need a drink, and like pushes past you.
Let's make that two. And I'm going to follow her.
All right, Callum, Sebastian, and Sarah have walked in. What is it? All right, you guys go in.
I actually kind of want to stick back. I want to see if I can't talk to Delilah.
Diana.
Or Diana, sorry.
Who?
Diana.
Hey
sorry.
there, Diana.
The Avon girl. I keep fucking the name up. Sorry.
Bird, bitch.
Burb.
All right, so Alex and Silas, you're staying.
One side is two. He'll stay.
Okay. Let me, since we are back in the center.
Trying to like minimize himself while they bicker because he needs to ask about Rutger to know, have his
Yeah.
peace of mind.
Yeah. So
Listening to mommy and daddy fight again.
So I'm assuming. Well, I'm assuming that that I'm waiting alongside Silas.
yeah, you guys are kind of like, Bruthar walked away, and you guys are he only got like 5 feet, and you guys were kind of standing like a little bit away from him. So Diana doesn't walk past you, but you see her walk up to him, and he's kind of turned like this, and she walks up. What did I say was gonna happen? And she pushes on his arm a little bit, and it kind of. Look, I said they were gonna come for us, and they did. I know. I understand. You're upset. But right now is not the time for. Right now is the time for everything! They're gone, they're on the back foot. We have to. Diana! And he kind of like starts to lumber over her a little bit. I will not hear this right now. Your hot-headedness is a valuable asset when you can control it. But a battle was just ended. Tensions are high. Emotions are high. You are not thinking clearly. Nobody is. Now is not the time for anything but recovery. She kind of like looks up. Tomorrow I am speaking with those that helped us. Would you like to join?
I actually walk up to him. Funny you should mention that. I was actually just about to ask you.
Guess
Ask-
Silas
ask-
follows a little bit.
Ask me what?
We're planning a rescue operation to help save Miss Sylvia's little girl who was taken in the attack.
What?
You heard me. Your keen sight and precision would be an invaluable asset of scoping the place out before we attempt to make any sort of rescue possible.
Rescue? We don't even know where they are.
Oh, we know where they are. We have somebody that will lead us there. But what their capabilities are, we don't know just yet.
But
Big sword.
why didn't you say so? I'm in.
Give us the night to rest, and we will be moving.
Bruthar kind of inhales again. And when he exhales, a little bit of steam comes out of his snout. If you would just listen and talk rationally for once, you would learn a thing or two. She kind of just like...
She kind of smirks.
But I understand now. After this, I can't wallow any longer. It's time to strike back. And he will turn and walk up the steps.
Before you go, that human that we were fighting, I left him here. Oh, what did you do with him? Kind of a wanted criminal. Knew he was going to be here.
Seeing as how he was alive, I had some members detain him. He is in the jail currently. Diana can show you. And he will continue. He will finish walking up, and ducks and has to like tuck his arms in to go through the door. Everybody inside sees Bruthar enter. He says nothing to you as he goes straight for the steps in the back to go up to the second floor.
Quite an interesting fellow, that one.
Yeah. You should see him on the field. He's a fucking monster.
We saw the aftermath. Quite impressive. Just as you were. We caught a glimpse of what you were capable of. Quite impressive aim and power you have behind that bow of yours.
Thank you. I spent my life working on it.
Ah, yes. Someone else who has dedicated their life to an art form. That I can appreciate.
That I'm gonna go grab a drink too. I'll talk to Rutger later. I can wait. No, head off towards the end.
Rutger.
Oh, God.
Yeah, the guy, the human. You guys detained him. Freed a frost giant.
He was
Caused all sorts of ruckus.
He was knocked out, put into the jail, according to Bruthar.
Yeah. I'm gonna go check on that, actually. And she's gonna turn, take a step away, and then crouch down and jump and whoosh, take off.
Let me know if anything... She's gone. Okay, drinks.
By the way, Silas, I noticed some interesting things when we were fighting. That
How could you not? Can it wait until I'm not about to fall over?
I merely want to get an opportunity to research this. Part of my tutelage is to study interesting magical items. This stuff that you have is quite fascinating.
Not sure if you've met that to be degrading, but
Oh, I'm more so impressed, but
it's kidding. I'll tell you all about it. It's just, about to die and all that. Maybe.
I understand.
Stomach and have a seat.
Understand.
At this point, Saris kind of walks out of a back door behind the counter. She's got a bottle of something tucked under one arm, another bottle of something in one hand, and is holding like 5 shot glasses in the palm of her other hand, balancing them, and walks over. All right, who wants to get fucked up? He puts it down.
That'll
What's
be
the-
me.
Very skillfully slides all the shot glasses down perfectly. Grabs a bottle, pops the lid, and begins filling each.
So
Maybe
also
later
walk in
before I
and,
go to sleep. Not particularly right now.
I'll take the one that was meant for me and slide it to Sebastian. No offense, but alcohol tends to make my fire a bit unpredictable.
I just kind of side eye Alex hearing that.
That sounds like fun, to be honest.
Maybe, but fire is quite a dangerous thing. It takes discipline.
No, not in an all wood building. No, please. And she after she says that, she kind of just with the bottle.
I mean, she's
still
still sort of like flickering the tiniest mote of fire on her fingertips, but it's like it's very small and contained to her. Obviously super small.
I know a thing or two about fire as well. Not something you want to play around with.
So I've noticed, actually, that weapon of yours is also quite interesting from what I've seen.
It's not my weapon.
There's absolutely
Regardless.
no one, aside from us and Ferris, there's no one else here, right?
No, Bruthar went up the steps, and his footsteps have stopped.
So it's just us at the table and the bartender.
So,
get more
so,
shot
I
so,
guess if not all of us are into drinking, then that. I've heard of a way to get acquainted in situations like this. Some game. They played it a little bit at home called "What the Fuck Is Up with That." I'd heard of it once or twice. Just thought it could be interesting, but if not everyone wants to have a drink, that
And how do you play that?
it's simple. You well, we'd need some straws, and we would roll dice, and whoever gets the highest number asks whoever gets the lowest number a question, and it says, "What the fuck is up with that?"
metagaming
And then you
pigeon.
drink.
I don't know what these dice are, but I like it.
I didn't say anything about straws.
Straws.
Whoever draws the short one,
Have you never been in the country?
the long one.
You've never been in the country where the dice
Straws
are.
everywhere.
I
It's
don't
a
have
straw.
any
Saris,
dice on me.
Saris takes another shot straight from the bottle and gets up.
Might
I'll be
want
right back.
to be careful. You'll run out.
That's a good thing.
What do you say, Japanese?
How
She-
drunk does she look right now? Like on a scale of like tipsy to she's not gonna remember anything that happens in the next couple hours.
Should at least remember one thing, all right.
Little tips.
Yeah, she will.
Well,
A little,
damn.
a little tips. She can hold it.
It's hard to forget me.
Okay,
I said she got a certain someone there.
okay, I've got. Okay.
Even if
So-
we're not gonna play,
so
I'm
are-
at least gonna take a drink. I feel like
I'm-
he's gonna blow it.
I'm game for that.
Push up.
No, I think that'll probably be the best way for us to do it.
Okay. Miss Harris, you got any anything like that? Sticks, straws?
She is not at the table.
Hang
He was
on.
kind of like
Do I have
calling
it?
over across the bar.
Hang on. Do I
Okay.
have anything in my inventory? I've got a bunch of random shit from my packs, but
Got a bunch
Normally you
of
use,
crossbow
like-
bolts I can break.
Hey, I also
Playing
have a bunch of
cards.
crossbow
Normally
bolts,
you'd use playing cards, but I don't have any.
Huh.
but also don't break those. I want crossbow bolts.
No, they're mine.
I'm
Sure.
stealing
Would-
this straight from campaign 3, by the way. They played this. It's called "What the Fuck Is Up with That."
did.
oh wait, hang on. I think
about that.
I've got something actually. I got something. I'll pull out my cook's utensils and pull out spoons of various size.
Hey.
Well, I guess
That
if we
works.
can conceal them and keep it fair, then why not? Usually you'd play this with cards, but I don't have
You
any.
mean like the
I was
ones
about
that
to
I
say
have
spoon.
in my backpack right now?
Oh well,
Oh,
yeah, fine.
well, there you go.
I'll pull out my deck of playing cards.
All right, I'll put the spoons back then.
Never mind about Okay, deal them out.
Let's play.
But we'll actually
Take 'em and
go
just-
with d20s.
Very deftly, very quickly, deal out one card to everybody. And I'm assuming
Okay.
it's just everyone flips, right?
Highest card goes, I assume.
Alright.
Roll,
Highest
D20s.
card asks the lowest card.
Actually,
That's
should we do
7.
Should we do d12s?
It
Since
doesn't
it's
matter.
1 through 12, or like 1 through whatever. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I was about to say just
not
D20
really.
and make it the higher roll. It's
It's
the
just,
fast.
it's just, I thought, yeah, because I thought we would high roll ask low roll.
I got a
19.
3.
Oh.
19.
17.
Callum, Urian,
Huh?
roll d20.
I did.
I did.
What did you get?
I put it in, and
put it in
I rolled 7.
I got a 11.
Oh.
So the highest was a 19. I was definitely the lowest. So
I'm putting a period
the,
to separate it in case we do it again.
the way this works is you ask a question. It can be anything. You don't have to. You try to stay away from specific nouns, anything too much, and if it makes them uncomfortable, then you don't necessarily have to. But it's not really in the spirit of the game. And then you just you end it with, "What the fuck is up with that?" I don't know why, but.
Oh, so I
basically
can't
just
ask.
a
I can't
question.
ask you for something.
You
Per se.
can. I guess it depends on how you phrase it.
Can I take a hit of your perfume bottle, or what the fuck is up with that?
Not quite, but I'll give you a pass since that's the first time. No, I mean it wouldn't do anything. It's just the smell of wood. It's not gonna.
You remember what the smell of that thing is when you do whatever you do?
Let's keep him out of a woodcarver's shop.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I have this. And he taps on his mask that he wears. It's like this bandana that like covers the bottom half of his face. It's black and white checkered.
Interesting.
Yeah, if I go and smell that somewhere, it'll just happen. I can't really control it.
I'll as he's saying this, I'll pull my notebook out, with my pen and like start taking notes on observations and things that that I learn, from the items that are magical in nature, from the group.
Okay. All right. Easy enough.
And I guess we deal them out again.
Reroll time. Reroll.
I'm gonna get asked. That's a 2.
I got a 16.
19.
Is that goddamn
I almost had natural 20. Damn it.
7?
Well, it seems like Urian. Shall we get
The 7 and 1 on my dice look almost exactly the same. I gotta just stare at it and pray that it's.
Oh, and by the way, at the end of the question, everyone customarily takes a shot.
I've been drinking the entire time. You don't have to tell me twice.
I don't. Just enough so I can not feel this missing part of my chest.
At this
Takes a
point, Saris will come back to the table and slam another bottle of something.
Saris, real quick, how fucked up are you going to get tonight? Are you trying
Until
to are you trying to forget today?
Well, today up until that happened,
You'll probably forget everything else. That's fine.
But not everything, I hope.
no, of course not. Of course not.
That's my girl.
So, Irian,
Alex goes, ew, gross.
I heard you. I missed a lot there, but I think I heard you talking in a different voice for a minute there. What the fuck is up with that?
I'm going to cheat this a little bit, if you don't mind. I have a very, very general question to ask the entire group. How much how much does everyone here like money and resources and archives of magic?
I love money. It's great.
Given that I'm a student of magic, I'm quite interested in archives of magic and quite knowledgeable.
I'm interested in resources myself.
I've been trying to meet with a wizard for a while now to learn a magical phenomenon.
Oh,
I guess knowledge is always nice.
Well then. And you will see what happens is I will raise my right hand and it'll go very ever so slightly above my head, like my thumb on top of my head, the finger, and I will pull my index finger down, and you'll hear this like slight ringing of a chain as I drop disguise self,
Oh.
and you see as
Ah.
and you see before you a slightly shorter than Urian, blue female tiefling with long, dark blue hair, horns that are curved up, golden rings adorning the two of them, with a single chain going between them, which was what you had heard. Solid yellow eyes with very, very faint amber markings that kind of outline where irises would normally be. Wearing a simple grayish blue cloak with a small medallion kind of coupling it just at the collarbone, and a very, very basic similar colored dress underneath.
Okay.
So,
So you want to introduce yourself for real now?
my name is Carolea Gorestopper.
Carolina Gorstop guy.
Carolina Gorse.
However, for all intents and purposes, you shall refer to me as Carolea Regulus. At least for now.
And
And I would
Regular
like,
Carolina.
and
good
if
call,
I'm going to
Carrie.
be completely honest, when the orcs had attacked, I had expected to watch all of you die. And when that did not happen, I got a bit emotional, and I thought about my options, and I realized something. I come from Satistrio, and I would like to hire all four of you to kill or otherwise take care of my adoptive father and member of the Satistrio Parliament, Castaneda Regulus.
And why are we doing? Why are we like potentially assassinating a political figure?
Well, the thing that you'll get out of it is what I had mentioned before. Money, essentially a castle, place to stay, a lot of resources, access to vast, vast magical archives that he has kept hidden from me ever since I was adopted. In addition to that, he is one of the craftiest and most, how do I put this, testable people on this planet.
He's a
And I-
testicle?
I'll be honest, I've wished that death would take him in his sleep ever since I was maybe 8.
Yes, but that doesn't explain why you want him dead aside from a personal grudge. Is there a reason?
I think we're a bit outside of the scope of the game now.
It
Well, you
does not
definitely answered my
have to
question.
be. It does not have to be anytime soon. I will simply aid with all of your other needs along the way. However, if I do that, I would like to ask you lot to do that for me. It has been my dream I don't necessarily care whether or not he dies or if he's just removed.
Let's.
I want him to stop abusing his power. I want him to stop being a high speaker on the parliament. I wish that that corrupt government system would stop taking people like me that have gifts and abusing them and turning them into tools for political gain, for economic purposes, for political subterfuge. I'm tired of it.
What?
I
I see you're passionate about this.
have, even though I am required to call him my father when I am with him, I have never been his daughter. I have always been a tool.
I don't quite think you're required to do that.
Speaking
if I,
of-
were to call him,
speak-
if I were to call him by his name in front of him,
Are you in front of him right
no,
now?
No. Right now I call him Castaneda. But I'm saying when I am in front of him, I am required to call him that. And when I am around his friends, who I can only assume have done things that match the horrible things that he's made me do, I have to keep up appearances.
Can you spell his name? And also put yours as your
maybe.
Discord name.
Yeah, well,
Tell you what,
That will help me.
I could be persuaded to take this course of action, but maybe take one problem at a time.
Oh, no, that's completely my intention. I'm actually on a job from him. I was teleported into the middle of nowhere by his associates so that I could go take care of that Elliot Nobel man who apparently has information that could ruin him, and if I'm completely honest, I dare not betray Castaneda. However, I wish to know what that information is before I have to take care of Elliot Bell to make sure that Castaneda does not kill me too.
Interesting.
The
He
man
must
is
not
someone
be-
that can organize a teleportation for in secret in under 12 hours.
He must trust you enough to send you after someone who could take him down.
So,
Could be a big benefit if you're trying to take him down in the end.
Oh, and for all intents and purposes, I can't reassume the disguise of Urian until tomorrow, so he got too drunk that Sarah's you
So-
heard nothing of this.
Actually,
Urian got drunk and have ran out into the town.
along
She-
those lines. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, Saris is just like, just wide-eyed, like eating this shit up. Like she is absorbing this drama right now.
so Yurian's a disguise, right? It's not. You're not a man.
I have several alter egos that I have crafted in my 5-6 years of having to do this. I'm 20. He's been having me do jobs since I was 12. Thereabouts.
I take it the
So-
disguise is to avoid like relation, or is there a purpose?
Tieflings stand out, and people are more likely to trust a drunken army captain or a idiotic human or a seductive half-orc jeweler. It's whatever I need to do at the time. Although it's mostly to make sure that there's not just rumors of a blue tiefling woman going around doing all of these important businesses. Doubly so when there are people back in Satishra that know who I am.
Interesting.
So yes, if in case you were wondering, no, I don't have a wife back home, and no, she isn't pregnant. I barely have anything.
Well then,
Well,
thank you for
I'm
sharing. I
gonna-
guess.
I feel very plain. I'm just a dude.
Honey,
So
you're
that-
talking.
oh,
I'm a bartender in the middle of nowhere. What the fuck am I watching?
Oh,
You've caught my
You
eye.
are you are not a
Things.
dude by any stretch of the imagination, good sir. I saw what you were slinging out there during combat.
I throw things. It's what I do.
You throw magical things. Very intense.
Magic exists.
Yes, but the kind of magic you're throwing around is very unique.
Two things, Sebastian. One, understand. I wish, I pray every night that I had your life. So, don't take it for granted. And
Don't say
second,
that. You do
in
not
case-
know.
And second, in case it ever came up, sex with me would kill you. So don't ever get any funny ideas.
Is that a challenge?
Gross.
Do you want to die?
I'll get back to you on that.
Anyway,
If I ever get to that point of depression, I'll give you a ring.
Mr. Callum, you've been awful quiet.
Yeah.
I believe we need to draw more.
Okay, well, fair enough.
When I deal out the cards this time, can I? Because they're a marked deck. Can I
Of course.
Yeah.
influence it?
Yeah, go. Yeah, roll a sleight of hand check.
Oh yeah, good, perfect. The one thing I'm
for-
great at.
For the
I
car.
assume we've had a short rest too, by the way, just for like recharge sake of some things.
If you want to get a short rest, then go for it.
Well, actually,
Nothing for
curiosity.
me. We'll get a long rest.
No, actually, never mind, I can't do that. We're about to get a long rest, yeah, so it doesn't really matter.
Doesn't matter. I want to roll my d12.
We have to make a perception against the sleight of hand, right, to notice?
I rolled a 16.
Okay.
If you believe that someone here, that the people at this table are trying to cheat at this game, you can roll a perception check.
If you don't believe, it's just gonna be passive.
Callum
What
does
was your
not
sleight of
believe
hand
at
check?
all.
Well, I rolled a 7, plus
Oh.
8, so that goes up to 15, and then you watch as his left eye, that is that normal grade one, kind of brightens up and his hands move a little bit faster, and I added a 6 to it, so that's a 21.
Jesus.
7.
All right. So no one knows what just happened. So Sebastian, you were able to influence it however you wish.
Okay.
I wish for I actually probably should have thought about that.
You just wanted to cheat. You had the itch. I had to cheat. I didn't know. I don't know what I was gonna do with it, but I had to cheat.
I want Callum to lose, and I want
Nice.
let's go with Miss Carolina. I want her to win.
All right. So for this round, Carolea will draw the card with the highest number, so she will be the one asking a question. No one knows how this happened. As far as everyone else is concerned, this was a naturally occurring result.
And I'm asking Callum, right?
Uh-huh.
Fuck. The only person I wanted to ask anything to was Silas, so I don't know how I'm gonna ask fucking anyone else. Actually,
I
also
was
you,
thinking of how I was gonna ask him, but like it was
Sebastian.
tough.
How would I ask Callum
He's giving us
anything?
nothing.
Callum, you're a very quiet individual, despite having some of the stranger combative abilities. However, you just hunt things, and you've come all the way out into the middle of nowhere to hunt. Have you actually? Wait, hold on. Before I forget, have you actually said what you're hunting?
I haven't said exactly.
And yet you haven't told us anything about what you're hunting or the ultimate goal. Shit, how am I supposed to end that?
What the fuck?
What the fuck is up
What
with
the
that?
fuck is up with that?
So, are any of you familiar with the Quamtai Forest?
Am I?
Am
Make
I?
a history check, both of you.
Wait,
Am
wasn't I headed? Wasn't?
I'm.
Oh wait,
not-
actually, I do know about that. Hang on.
6.
I absolutely,
6.
I absolutely know what that is.
No, you two don't. Yeah, you do not know shit.
I'll say out loud, quite a dangerous forest. Tassernick just sent its army out there for some unexpected problems. One of which included my master. But
I got a 19, so what do I know?
You got an 18. 19. You have heard some musings about the Quamtai Forest.
In my research.
In your research, you would have come across some things. You researched about a lot of magical phenomenon. So you would see a record of this place, specifically about the monsters within. They are different than anything else on Centrum or on Exitium.
Yep.
They seem to dissolve into like this green liquid when they're killed, and their exact nature is unknown. On top of that, they are difficult to comprehend for most people.
Yo, the
Like-
Cthulhu Forest? What's the...
It's very strange. No one knows why it's there, how it became how it is, why the monsters are like they are. You also know that the trees and the foliage in the forest is also under the influence of whatever phenomenon causes the monsters to be how they are. It is incredibly dangerous, and Tasserneck has been trying to fend off the monsters and inhabit the Quamtai for longer than all of you have been alive.
Oh, I've never heard anything good about that place, that's for sure.
There's nothing good about that place. I am one of the hunters of an order of, well, I should say, of blood hunters. And we exterminate such creatures. I'm out here because we've had reports that somehow monsters from the Quamtai are appearing south, and that is a massive threat to the country or nations, because these monsters are...
I already have somebody for tonight. You can get in line. You can wait, right? Is everything okay? Callum.
It's fine.
No,
Sebastian.
my recording stopped. What the fuck?
Sorry, that was me. I turned it off.
It was actually me. I turned it off.
I ate. Oh,
Get it back up.
I did, but it's just like,
Okay.
damn, I've really lost a lot.
Hey, welcome back. Hey, it's time
Hey.
for session 3.
It's part 2.
You missed all the
Part two.
backstory, losers. Good try.
How much?
Guys.
How much of that RP was lost? though? God damn
Can
it.
one moment. Can I insight check Callum?
Yeah, go ahead and roll insight check.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
use my last little flash of my
I just remembered something.
16.
16?
Whoops.
Callum, if you would wish to do, if you would like to do something, you can message me in your character chat, or if you're fine with what's happening right now, you can continue.
I'm trying to think about how to play it out, actually.
Okay.
Okay, the file's in hour 22, so that's how much we have before we give it back to the recording.
That's most of it.
That should be most everything.
I guess
You lost the Sebastian part.
for in the insight, Callum's just been like inspecting you.
Okay.
Yeah.
He'll just kind of like pull open his little chest a little bit more and just kind of puff his chest out a little bit. And look a little like he's trying to show himself off a little bit.
Sebastian. Strange, very, very strange question. Have you ever done an air shot before? You know how
Is that-
you're taking a shot as you are right now, but you do it out of the air. Hold on, I don't get to talk to very many people that often. And I've always
you-
wanted to do
Are
this.
you asking me if I've what?
1 second. And I will actually wait. Let me take a make sure. I might be out of my mind.
Sounds like
An air shot. An air shot when he jumps in the air and shoots an arrow.
That's what I was thinking. I've shot people that have been airborne before.
Hold on. I need to double check a thing before I might be going insane.
All right, I got some more for you. And Saris comes and slams down another bottle.
does this one magically repair clavicles?
All right, real quick.
Just take a nap.
So
You'll be fine. Short rest.
rules is written versus application question. Can I make a small amount of water float with shape water?
If you have it
Make
handy, I
it
think you
make
can.
it float.
Yeah, just like very slightly hover in the air.
Yeah, yeah, go
Alright,
for it.
cool. Yeah, so I'll just sort of be twirling my fingers around the shot glass that is directly in front of me, and I'll just make the liquor in that. It's gonna float up as I cast shape water, and just like slightly moves towards you. That's what I.
Oh, this is like back shots, but lame. Got it. No, I've never done that. No.
I mean, we could make it more fun, but it's.
Triple backflip into the liquor. And
I
and
could
drink it.
try.
I don't recommend doing that. You've had a lot.
I feel fine. I've had a lot in my time. The tolerance is high.
Can I insight him to see how fucked up he is?
Yeah.
He's
Mr.
fine.
Bud, yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead and do it. Yeah.
Fucking use-
What, are you gonna see like a fucking booze meter?
I want to know if he's bullshitting.
I want to know his exact behavior.
I want
That 20 C insight 0.9.
I think.
Not 0.09, 0.9.
Point. He fucking died.
Yeah, he got 90% alcohol in his blood.
You're going to
That would be
perish.
a 12. Yeah.
That's
I'm
power
not
word
trying
kill right
to-
there.
I rolled a 13 for whatever.
Well, I mean, I want to insight to see how, like, if he's
Oh,
if he's.
I mean, he's acting pretty much close to normal like he usually does. He's not slurring any words or
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want to know if his mannerisms are.
he might be like a little clammy, but just from drinking so much. But that's about it, you know.
Yeah, I was trying to get like to see if any of his mannerisms like betrayed what he just said. Like if he was more fucked
I
up than he
guess.
says. So that's what I was going for. But you know.
Gotcha. Nah. He's fully aware.
Okay.
Suppose
Alright,
it's time
so-
for another card, huh?
Yeah, y'all plan another round or what?
Are you getting some sort of enjoyment out of this?
Hell yeah, honey. Do you see the place I live in? This is-
Saris, you keep pouring me more shots and I've had none.
Oh,
Yeah, same.
There's just alcohol on the table.
I've been drinking.
glass is
I've been
overfull.
drinking whatever's like left.
sorry. She will collect all the shot glasses, which all 5 of them, and then carefully pour all of them. But will back away and not take any for herself.
Okay.
There you go.
Take one.
I'm not gonna rate this one this time. We're gonna let the fates decide.
Okay. Everyone, roll a d20.
That's a high number.
That would be a 17 from
That'd
me.
be a 4.
Working.
Oh, that is indeed a high number.
Alright. God said I failed this.
All right, so Sebastian deals them out. Everyone flips up. Silas has gotten the highest card, and Carolea has gotten the lowest.
Carolina.
Carolina.
Let's see.
Oh,
No,
name of discord.
no, definitely not asking her that. No, shut up.
Go for it.
Is it the thing
No.
I think it is?
You don't want to know.
I think I know.
I was about to say, can we infer what's happening here?
Let's see. You just hit me with so much. I'm not sure where to take it from there. You say you're going to give us money and resources and magical archives. Do you just get access to all that if your father's taken out of the picture? I mean, what the fuck's up with that?
Anything in that manner will be turned over to you. Everything we can get out from. I cannot deny that the place that I have lived is unfathomably nice, and very likely there's a chance we could get access to some of the greater archives in Satistrio as a little side bonus.
That has me intrigued.
Carolea,
I had a feeling. Yeah.
you would know that Castaneda has written in his will that all of his things, if he were to die while you were still alive, will go to you. You are inheriting everything from him, as it is right now. You don't know how old he is, and elves live for a while, so it might not come.
He's fucking old though.
But he is old though.
He's fucking old.
Okay.
Does she say that? Does she say she gets the will?
Again, I don't particularly care how he is removed, but I know that everything is to be entrusted to me. Should he be presumed dead? That man has caused a lot of harm. I have been forced to do things that I do very much regret. And I just wish to leverage that position a bit. And hopefully spread that to the greater parliament.
Do you have access to any of it now, or is it just kind of fend for yourself?
Hardly anything.
It's a trust fund.
Really understood how that works.
I
I guess
would like
it's
to
not
make
my
the
turn
point.
then.
He may have things entrusted to me in case he dies, but he barely trusts me more than any of his other servants. I'm just more useful.
So he trusts no one enough to leave them that over you, then? If bizarre. I guess you're still his favorite.
Castaneda's a very paranoid man. He's made a lot of enemies. Made a lot of friends that are likely to backstab him. I'm the only one that he's had since they were a child. So, he knows I don't have any way to do anything to him.
So next round of cards.
Are you interfering with this one?
Yes, I'm going to.
All right, go ahead and roll a sleight of hand check.
Fun. This will be just a 15.
A 15.
I'm not, I'm not cautious.
I don't think anyone has. Alex is 13.
I'm an 11, so.
Sunny is 13. Yeah, passive perception.
Mine's
Sunny
12.
Sunny is like sleeping in the pocket right now, so it's fine.
At this point, I've kind of numbed my pain, and just because Sebastian's been so coy, I've been paying a little more attention to him, and with a 23 perception roll, because I probably would just like generally roll to keep an eye on him, sort of. I would definitely notice it, but he's not actually gonna bring it up. What is he doing? Is he just like tampering or like
He's just-
stealing a corner? Or...
So what it is? It's marked cards. It's either so the way that he has them set is that higher, like upper six, like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, uh, fucking what is it called?
Jack.
King, Queen, Jack.
Jack,
They're
King.
or like the upper cards on the top end are marked, and on the bottom end the lower end cards are marked, so we can tell which one's a higher end or
Just, like,
lower end.
feeling or
Yeah, so it's what it is that the edge of the card is marked in some way. So like if it's marked like the top right corner, this is king, but if it's one segment over, it would be a queen. If it was marked there, like it's just a feeling. Like you can't, it's hard to see, but you can seem like feel a card before he throws it.
Yeah,
Uh,
20,
Kinda
23
crooked eyebrows,
perception is
that
pretty
one.
good.
Are you stopping him at all, or?
Mhm.
All right, I'm going to lose again.
the
Callum is going to win.
Okay. So, Silas, you notice with skill and sneakiness, Sebastian dirtily dealing out cards. You all flip. Sebastian's card is the lowest, and Callum, your card is the highest.
Nice. You said Sebastian's the lowest, right?
Yes.
Saris also comes over and refills whatever shot glasses are empty.
Okay. Sebastian, over my line of work, I'm usually gifted many talents through the order. And one of those happens to be sort of a heightened sense for, well, just heightened senses, really.
Mm-hmm.
You, to put it simply, you have some weird stench of blood.
Well, we did just kill a lot of people, so you know that. I also haven't had a shower recently. That might be it. Like, we just got to
Gotcha.
town. We have killed, like, a lot of things in, like, the span of not even 24 hours.
Gotcha.
Did you just use your question to ask if I stink?
Done?
Well, it's not outside of the rules, I guess.
You can use the question how you
Maybe.
have you want, I guess.
Guess I do. Do I?
Callum,
Sebastian,
you-
I didn't want to be the one to mention it.
Oh,
Callum.
come on.
if you would like more information, let me know in your character chat. Because your roll was pretty good.
Oh boy. So next round, I guess.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yay.
11.
Oh. That matches my passive.
Man, I'm fucking. I'm just rolling 14s. That's crazy.
That, okay, I believe that's okay. Yeah, 8.
14 and 16 are the magic number
14.
for me today.
I'm assuming Sebastian's not cheating this one.
No.
Like, I love this dice, but why are the numbers so hard to read on this? This is
Uh,
that's bad design.
There's a tie. You two go again. You both got sixes. The six of hearts and six of clubs.
Okay. So we just reroll.
Oh, I didn't realize we were both.
Yeah, you
yeah.
both got 14.
That's not one.
I got an 11. So
Kill him. Ask. Alex.
cool.
Sebastian deals out 2 more cards, and Carolea draws a 1 of clubs.
It's supposed to be.
It's a 1.
Okay.
I was about to say there are no ones in a card deck.
Oh
though.
wait.
That's
So
the
wait. I'm
problem.
asking.
Oh,
Wait,
I
I'm
mean,
asking
Ace.
who?
It's an ace. Sorry.
Yeah,
I meant 2.
Yeah.
it's either
So wait,
ace
who-
or 2. So
Ace or
I-
2.
Who am I asking? Question mark.
Alex.
Alex
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
Solane.
oh, I'm
Um,
asking me. Okay.
Yes.
Let's go what the fuck her deal is.
Oh my god.
Fuck is up with you?
I'll just, I'll ask, so, you have some connection to the military, obviously. What is it exactly that you do with the military in Tassanik?
Well, it's not necessarily that I am connected to the military. It's more so that I grew up and was trained around it. My family comes from or my parents, sorry, are 2 very notable war heroes, and my master is, well, another such hero. As such, I've spent most of my life very close to the military, but I was not really keen on joining the military, so I struck out on my own. Especially after my master was sent to the Quantai.
He'll just nod his head. So,
Callum, make an intelligence check.
sure.
Like in here, like hit a piece of paper, like a notebook, just the poop.
14.
14. You remember hearing about a very specific person that was coming to aid. You remember being told, because this person was very prestigious.
Okay. I want to ask then, are you sure that this, I remember you brought up this master of yours, are they truly capable? Because these monsters in the Quamtai, for most people that aren't in the Order, you can't even look at them without feeling despair.
My master has single-handedly slain numerous frost giants in his time. They are
That's different.
maybe
This is a different thing.
maybe, but that should prove to you just how powerful he can be.
Well, when the Force messes with your psyche itself, that is an entirely different subject.
If I may be blunt, his psyche is more than odd enough to handle whatever the Force can throw at him.
I hope so.
While you two are having a dick measuring contest, Sebastian's going to grab the bottle and put one arm around Sirius. I'm going to go to bed now. It's been a long day and apparently I stink, so I'm going to need to take a shower.
Oof. Okay. Sebastian, she cannot walk without your help.
I will help her.
Whoa. Oh, there's 14 tables in here. You guys look, and there's 5 tables in here.
That's a lot of table.
That's a lot of tables!
That's a lot of tables.
Would you like fries with that?
Look at all those tables.
I think we're good, and we should all not literally follow him, but follow the thing that he said.
Slick, go to
Kid.
bed.
Could easily.
We have a lot to get done here. I agree.
Oh, and quick notes. I probably shouldn't be a half orc in this village.
Probably not Probably not one of.
So what
Probably not a
should,
good idea.
so who should we expect tomorrow then? Although to be
Everyone's
fair,
seen Urian already.
the mayor is expecting the 5 of us. If we could bring
I
in
know,
somebody.
And I know, and you're going to say that Urian ran off drunk into the night. Hardy fellow, he does that sometimes.
And you're not going to be joining the meeting?
I will not be joining the meeting, no, as I don't want to be bothered with who I am, and I believe. So my only question, he wouldn't. No, he wouldn't. He would be expecting Urian.
Right.
No,
The
I
only
won't do
person
that.
that's seen you outside of this form is that bartender who probably won't remember anything by tomorrow.
Right, and I'm very thankful for that, especially if I mentioned my real name, which I unfortunately trust you all with.
And yeah,
Do we
it
think
seems like we're
that
committing
when
to this a bit, huh?
Do we think that when we get to the orc encampment that we'll just be going in guns a-blazing, or I'm going to be attempting to do a little bit of
Well, we do
stealth espionage?
have what's her name? Delilah or Diana?
Diana.
Diana. We do have Diana coming with us tomorrow as well, who will be assisting us in scoping out whatever place we're going into.
Seems like an excellent diversion, if you ask me.
I wouldn't say that she's a diversion, more of a scout. But
More
Wow.
of one of my.
If the fighting starts, it's pretty easy to sneak around if you have a giant bird woman raining death from the sky.
I only ask because one of my more finely crafted identities is that of a female half-orc jeweler, and more likely to be able to get around in there and ask for things. However, if we're going to be actually fighting, I'll probably just assume this is a wimpy human. You'll know me when I approach you.
and Diana.
Oh, and don't ask why he was raised by halflings. It's a thing.
Very well.
Very interesting. Well, thanks for trusting us with that. It's
I use him. Apologies. I have to keep up the character as best as I can, though. So it'll.
probably a good habit
You
to
all
be
are.
in.
You all are smarter than the ones I would normally use that for.
I'd hope so.
I'm gonna go get some sleep.
Same.
Alright, so the 6 of you begin to make your way through the connecting hallway.
I just kind of raise my cloak over my head so that way I just stand out a little bit less. Despite
Okay.
the obvious horns.
You make your way over to the old Gator Inn. It is significantly less loud. It seems that dinner has finished up. You all walk in, and Haynes is still standing at the counter where the check-in book is. And you see a pile of like parchment sheets on the other side of the table. And he's kind of just got both hands on, just looking down, thinking. He's still wearing the white vest, the black tie, and the yellow undershirt and slacks. He does not seem to notice your approach. His gut's kind of like pressed up against the table as well.
I assume he's the guy we need to talk to for room.
Yeah, Callum is the only one that recognizes him. I should have said.
Yep, that's the guy. I will walk up to that dude,
All right.
and I'm gonna, I'll just walk up and kind of just knock on like somewhere on wood just to get his attention, just lightly, but not to.
Oh. Hey, son. How's it, Oh. Guy with red eyes. I was expecting you. The mayor told me to. Girl with red hair. Half elf. Oh, Sarah's got herself shit-faced again. And where's the other one?
With
You, and he points at you, Silas. Yeah, you
Me.
guys.
Yeah.
Hold on. He
at that
grabs the check-in book, and he flips. Yeah, I've already got you all in here. Just go on up the stairs in the back. It's room.
I'll take a big stupid meal before I go to bed. He's a lot of energy out there.
He looks
If
at
you're
you.
still serving.
I can whip something up for you, and he'll pull one of the parchment sheets and give it to you. Just have a seat over there, son. And he pulls out 2 keys. All right, this is all we've got given our situation, but it'll do. It's gonna be tight going 3 to a room.
Then I might as well go ahead and head up there.
All right. So
You
he
stand
hands.
in which room?
I will go towards one of the rooms and claim one of the beds.
All right. Haynes is still holding 1 key. Silas, have you walked off yet?
He just quickly orders something. It doesn't matter, the biggest looking thing.
All right. So he. All right. Haynes will just put the key on the table.
Wait.
Put the.
Does that mean one of us has to share a room with the fuck couple?
Yes, it does.
Wait, I assume that he would be going with like what's her name to her own room.
No.
Okay. Well, shit.
Where does she live?
Or one of you could share a room with each other. It doesn't have to be with me.
Yeah. No, there's only 2. He only gave us 2 rooms.
No, I will go. I will go upstairs.
You got to wait outside in the hallway, big dog.
Pick the room that isn't occupied.
Yeah. So there are 2 rooms. You look at the key. It has like a little rectangle piece made out of wood, and written on it in black ink says 404.
It's really weird. I only hear him making noises, and she doesn't sound like she's enjoying it.
Which
Damn, that's fucked up.
do I know which? Do I know which one?
Oh no, roll a performance
I
check.
have,
This is the day we figured out that Carolina is deaf.
I have had that experience in real life when an old roommate of mine did not know that I was home. It was fucking weird.
Yeah.
Nice.
Do I
Absolutely
know
dope.
which room? He's in.
Well, okay. I'm assuming at this point Sebastian took the key, went, and now they're
Oh,
Yes, sir.
so I have 1 room key then.
yeah. So your key is 404. Yeah.
Okay,
All
so
right,
we're
so-
going into that room.
So who's staying with Alex is the question.
Sebastian, your key said 407.
Damn, this place got 407 rooms. It's crazy.
Yeah.
No.
I will also note that Alex will have a ration for her food, and will begin doing research, like looking at her notes, theorizing a little bit before bed.
I'm already eating. It's fine.
I already ate earlier in the day.
Okay, Silas.
I fucking hate this man.
Silas Haynes brings out something on a metal, big metal disc. He holds it with one hand. He bursts out through this very flimsy-looking door that has like a circular window on it. And he brings it over. All right, son. I did the best I could, and he pulls off a smaller metal disc. That looks like it has a slab of meat on it. It's got some maroon color sauce on it, and it's also got 2 steaming bread slices next to it.
That'll do just fine, Mr. What's your name?
Haynes. It's nice to meet
Mr.
you.
Haynes. Nice to meet you, Silas. Digs in.
Hey, it's on the house too. He picks up the parchment that he gave you, and tucks.
Oh, that I can pay.
No,
thank you.
no. You all did a great service for us. It's fine.
Something.
Enjoy the meal, boy, and I'll give you a slap on the back. A good amount of force.
You throw
Right.
up all your food.
Right in the foot, deep cut it. Ah, that's right.
He just lets out a boisterous laugh at your reaction and disappears behind the flimsy door.
Finish this food. Over time.
All right. After Silas finishes his meal, he will head up. And unless there's anything significant that needs to happen, a long rest will be had.
I guess a passive perception of 14 is enough to hear noises coming from one of the rooms.
Yes.
Okay. I'll go to the other one.
Oh.
So
I'm saying it, Sebastian. Roll that performance check.
Oh boy.
He's not
Sebastian?
even listening. That's
Sebastian.
crazy.
Roll a performance check.
Performance.
Performance.
Come on.
It's time.
That is a 19.
You
Hello?
fucks good.
Ooh!
Silas, it's a bit hard to sleep. Cirrus
Me?
doesn't.
I'm getting singled out.
Well, actually,
I'm in the other fucking room.
Yeah, the question was is who's staying in their room?
So
I got in that room first, so I'm keeping that.
He'll sleep in the corner or something.
I didn't know there's only 2 rooms. Not my fault.
Okay. Hmm?
Carolea would not object to having to be in that room.
Goodbye, camera.
Goodbye,
Oh
camera.
shit, my camera.
Yep.
Goodbye,
They
camera.
got this guy Cam. Oh, just the forehead.
Okay.
Like my
Okay.
dog.
You
Dog,
got it. You got it, girl.
So you said the words long rest?
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Massive W.
All right.
He said the words level up? That's crazy. I did not mean to roll
Yo.
a death save.
Good thing you
Yo.
passed.
Yo, level up? Fuck
n-
yeah.
No.
Good thing you passed your death saving throw.
Y'all needs to chill with that.
Fucking wait. It's good because the last roll I did on this fucking thing was nat 1.
I got my blood maledict back.
Is Saris gonna have to roll a death save because he killed that fucking pussy?
You mean Sebastian? Wait, oh, I get it.
No.
I get it.
Uh,
I rolled a 5.
All right. So,
also, let it be known I'm changing one of my cantrips because I can do
Okay.
that.
you all wake up
And
in the morning.
moment I wake up,
He has commitments where we're going. I don't think he's gonna be a problem.
I believe he could have information that would be useful for this discussion. One
You
moment,
want me to go get him? Or
if you would.
goes and it's back down.
Ayo, toy car! We need you.
You walk down and Shoikar has one cracker left in his hand, and it's like half eaten, and he's just chewing. And he looks at you, makes eye contact as you approach.
The mayor was saying that you should probably be a part of the planning we're doing now. You're going to be an integral part of it, I'm assuming. So, want to head on up?
Understood. And he'll get up, walk over to his great sword, sheath it, and
Hey,
And-
we'll get him out, okay?
he will follow.
We'll get him out. And then he heads up.
And you both go up the stairs. You rejoin the table. Troy Carr pulls a chair over and pulls it a little bit away from the table, maybe like 3 feet. and sits down. Bruthar,
Takes a seat again.
I gotta look at my notes. I gotta readjust some things here. Alright. So, Bruthar will then inhale, exhale again, and a little bit of steam comes out of his snout. So, I believe all of you, and he'll look at you five, have a location or a direction that these orcs came from.
That's
East. About a mile east, according to Troikar.
Bruthar looks over at him. East. Troigar kinda... It's a bit east and... south. Southeast from the entrance near this place. And Bruthar kinda leans back a little bit. Interesting. There, as far as I'm concerned, to the southeast of here, there's nothing but ruins and the Ashen Expanse. No one has gone that way for years. Troikar then says, those ruins are my home. It is the home of my clan. We have inhabited that place for generations. I see. I noticed a few goblin corpses amongst the ones we collected. I can't say I'm not shocked that you all have decided to side with these brutes. Troikar kind of like recoils a little bit, and he says, we haven't sided with them of our own will. They forced us. Really? Yes. They... About 2 years ago, they came out of nowhere. There were so many. It had to have been hundreds. They attacked us in the night. It was not a battle at all. They tore through us, and I tried to fight them off, but I couldn't hold. And after that, their leader said that we were useful. He recognized my skill and said that I was strong and that I could use that strength for his ambitions. And to ensure my servitude, he imprisoned my beloved. Troikar kind of sits back in his chair after saying that. Bruthar straightens and puts his hands kind of like on the table. I see. He's going to make a... Not great. Okay. Well... First, I'm sorry for your circumstances. If what you say is true, then it would behoove you to help us in our endeavor to fight back against them. Honesty is the first step. So, if you are being honest, keep that up through the entirety of this meeting. And Troikar kind of just nods. Bruthar looks at all of you. Does any of that sound familiar? Did you guys non-verbally affirm?
What was the question?
I mean, that basically sounded like what he told us. Yeah.
Yeah. He said, does any of that sound familiar?
Yeah.
Nods.
I was trying to sort all my backstory shit.
Bubby, yes, that is what he told me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay. Sorry, hold on, I'm reading this. Okay. Bruthar will kind of sit back in his chair a little bit, still sitting up. So, you all have a plan. Tell me, what is it exactly you are going to do?
We'll rescue Sylvia's daughter, for one.
And how will you do that?
We have a location. We have a scout. Once we get there, we can scout their place of operation, and then come up with a plan from there. Kind of hard to come up with a plan of attack when, admittedly, we don't know exactly the details of what we're getting into.
Diana will speak up. Well, hey, that's what you have me for. When we get there, I can get a good view and see what we're dealing with. I can even go ahead of you.
Exactly.
Scout it out for a few days.
I'm also here. I can get in and out pretty easy.
Yeah, what he said.
Right now, we just need more information on what's going on in there. But obviously, we need to act quickly because we do not know why they want Miss Sylvia's daughter and for what purpose. For all we know, we are on a time crunch.
Child
so that's why I
blessed
say
by
we kind of hurry this up.
child blessed by thought missing gods. Sounds like could be any number of things.
We'll have plenty of time to
knows?
think about it on the way.
Very well. So you want to assemble a small strike force and make your way towards these ruins.
I believe the small strike force is right here. If we need something larger, then we can always come back. But I think our group is more than capable of handling ourselves in a small scuffle. Naturally, we wouldn't be trying to storm the gates. As much fun as that would be, it would probably not be a very wise course of action.
Indeed. Bruthar looks out across the table. You... it's the four of you. Yeah. You six will have to do. I am staying here in case the orcs attack from from the west, from the other entrance to the village.
Sounds good.
That's where they
Do
have.
what you have to do.
That's where they have been attacking us from, as all of the lands that we had was out that way. I am very interested and confused as to why and how they were able to come from the east. That area hasn't been inhabited for a long time, as far as I'm aware.
Also, not very characteristics of orcs war bands to just take prisoners like that unless they have some sort of value or they're under orders.
Or
Probably
they're
some,
saving food for later.
They seemed
not a
to
typical happening.
they seemed to believe Sylvia's daughter, that she was blessed in some way, shape, or form. If those ruins have any sort of significance to whatever religion thing is going on, perhaps that is the reason why they've inhabited them.
Oh shit, I just rolled under the bed. Goddamn.
Perhaps. Hey, Bruthar. Diana. Didn't we hear about ruins or something out that way
I tried.
near the action expanse? What was it called? I swear some bastard in robes came through here. Bruthar kind of looks down at the table for a second. It was something about an eclipse. Bruthar. I remember now. The Eclipsed Monastery. That's what it was. I remember. Alex, that sounds familiar to you. You don't even have to roll.
Okay.
You would know that the Eclipsed Monastery is a now abandoned place. It was founded way long ago, before the modern era of Exitium first started. Its purpose and the origin of those who used it are unknown, but there are a few rumors. Some say that a cult that worshipped a dragon lived there. Some say that it was a facility used by some mad necromancer to conduct experiments on people, etc. And there are a couple more outlandish ones.
Assuming that none of them are good.
No,
Okay.
not at all.
Okay. I say out loud. What was the name one more time? The Eclipsed.
The
Monastery.
Eclipsed Monastery.
The Eclipsed Monastery. Hang on. Those are ancient ruins. I turned to Mr. Carr and be like, "You're telling me your family has been living in ruins that are probably older than Exitium itself?"
He kind of just. It's where I was born. I've been living there my whole life. We haven't really inhabited much of what's left of it. Just enough for shelter and to live out of. It's been home for as long as I've known, and as long as my elders have told me.
Did you? I'll turn back to Diana and Bruthar. Was there anything else about the Eclipse Monastery that you guys heard about? Because what I know of this place is, well, like I said, these are ancient ruins, well before Exitium's settlement, and well, nothing's concrete, but almost every story about them, every rumor is less than pleasant.
No. Aside from that guy that came and talked to us about it, nothing. Bruthar kind of thinks for a second. I don't believe so. From what I can remember. If you would like, however, I could try and pull some records from the back, see if anything is in there.
If Sylvia's daughter was taken to a place like that, and the group that took her is clearly motivated by some religious purpose, I think that we just ratcheted the seriousness of this up. I don't think we have time. We need to move quickly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very well. Then, Bruthar will lean forward. I will remain here and aid in the defense of the village. You four, Diana, and our hobgoblin friend will leave through the east gate and attempt to thwart whatever scheme these orcs have. Does that sound agreeable?
And we're gonna do it fast.
Consider it done.
Very well.
She says with a cocky smirk.
However, I would not feel quite right if I let you all leave without a little aid. And he will reach below his chair, and he will pull out a green bag and kind of throw it on the table, and you will hear a metallic clang.
Oh. I am opening.
And
I will reach for it first before he gets to it.
You will not get to it first.
I've literally been talking straight in front of him the entire time. You're telling me you're just gonna...
However, I heard this noise, and that gets my attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, well...
So, seeing... Bruthar sees Alex reach for it, and Sebastian begin to open something. He looks over at Silas, gets out of his chair, stomps over,
I better fight.
and hands it to you, Silas.
Is this money?
Indeed. Silas, you're like having to strain your neck to make eye contact with him. You are sitting down, and he is standing his full height, looking down at you. The image of what's happening right now is really funny.
Visibly uncomfortable.
But he hands it to you.
Takes it with both hands. It's
You
I mean-
you don't need two hands. He says, "It's not much. It is 150 gold. Use it to prepare for your fight."
Around here, are there any? I mean, I assume your resources are pretty strained with the nature of along the system going on. But
He'll step away and return to his seat. He will sit down. There are two shops in specific we have here that you may be interested in. We have a blacksmith by the name of Sharp. He will be able to help you in sprucing up your equipment or acquiring new weapons. Acquiring better weapons. And the other one is Allison and Alls, run by a wood elven woman of the same name. She is an artificer. She has been helping us. She and her band of people have been helping us attempt to modernize. They have been giving us materials to build, technology to improve the lives of those here.
technology, like what?
He will point up, and you will see. You look up, and you will see that the lights in here aren't candles. They are light fixtures, like all of you would be familiar with. You see, attached to the wall is this kind of like cylindrical glass piece. Inside of it is a rod. You guys can't see right now, but it's like a rod, and it's giving off like a yellow glow. And under the rod is like a metal plate. And there are two of those on the second floor. Artifices such as this, other things such as food, production made through arcane technologies, better housing with stronger materials, maintenance on homes using materials we have and we can acquire from the marshlands.
I'm really happy for you all. However, I do think there's kind of... We can talk about this later.
Of course.
Let's go check these shops out and get on our way.
What?
Bruthar,
Which one would have potions? I guess that's all it got rough yesterday.
speak with Allison. She will have, if you imagine it, she will have it, or the means to make it. And he will stand up. He'll turn around and start walking towards a back door, and he will hold his hand out, and yet again his blade will vibrate and shoot into his hand. He'll put it on his back and disappear.
Disappear!
Oh, disappear behind a door.
Okay, I was fucking Misty stepped.
No.
Hey. Counts out the gold and gives everyone 30 and holds the extra 30 for if Urian comes back around. Whenever that happens.
Air quotes, Urian.
Alright. You guys can do the shopping. I'm gonna go check on our inmate. Diana will push off the ground with a hop and go down the stairs.
Yeah, please do. Yeah, let's meet at the east gate when we're all done.
Sure thing.
Sure.
And she will disappear down the stairs. Troy Carr will just silently get up as you all start to make your way down and follow. So,
All right, let's go to Allison and Alls.
all right. Is everybody going to follow?
Yes.
Before I do anything,
So we all have plus 30 gold.
I do have to get up for the fish tank tomorrow. So
I know, same.
I'm probably not gonna stay up for very much longer.
Honestly, we could probably call it quits here and then just go get into
Should,
the
like-
travel. Or if
Yeah, we
that's
should, like,
okay.
get our shopping done, just like
Yeah.
super brief, like, and then just meet at the gate and just be like, we call it
That's
there.
fine.
That's perfectly good for me. So, with direction to get yourselves equipped for the
Can we
road
come
ahead.
back around with Urian when we're out in town.
Yeah. Oh
Gung
shit.
Gung La La, whatever his name is right now.
Oh yeah. Hold on.
Gorgla.
Before I
Gorgla.
before I send this off, we need to get to you.
Hi.
So, Carolea, what was your role?
15.
Okay. What information are you going to be giving out in these questions?
So what I'm doing is I'm basically pretending to approach people and asking for simple work. I'll probably make up some lie about I lost my stuff in the confusion that happened during the attack yesterday, and I'm looking to make funds. And then I heard, and I'll just kind of like sneak into the speech at some point. I heard that there's a guy named Elliot Bell who.
Nobel.
Nobel, sorry, Elliot Nobel, who wanted to, who was looking for somebody to do some work, and I just leave it at that to see if it catches anyone's ear.
You rolled a 15. Despite your good roll, that does not seem to get you anywhere. People are kind of just like, sorry, I haven't heard of someone like that. If you would like to switch it up, I will let you keep your roll. If you want to, if you want to add anything, maybe switch change the question, or try like a different area of the village.
I mean, what different areas of the village are there?
I mean, there's really only housing and like the business area.
And I assume that I was. So the thing is that no, I would stay pretty close to where I was because I wasn't sure how long that meeting would be, and I wanted to catch them on their way out. This was just maximizing efficiency of time.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't go out to other sections.
Unfortunately, with just a name, you're not really to get much. And with a 15, no one suspects anything. But everybody you attempts to get information out of, you turn up dry.
Got it.
All right, but you all will reconvene in front of the Goldhearth Center. People are walking around now. Businesses going on. You see some exchange of fruits for something else. You see someone drying out some hides. And with a place to go to get yourselves equipped for the road ahead, that is where we will end session 3 and pick up next time.
Yay!
Pick up on shopping.
Shopping time.
I'm so glad I was not there for that conversation with Bruthar.
So,
Carolea fucking hates that man.
Who,
so,
Bruthar?
Really?
Oh, she's racist. That's cool.
so I.
Or she hates black minotaurs.
She's not
She
racist.
hates black minotaurs.
So,
Uh-huh.
so I